It's your boy Indian Gooner in the house, back with another bang on video. We have got you some great news, and ladies and gentlemen, please sit back and relax and enjoy certain great amount of news, because we've got some great news coming up your way and some sad news as well. Well, it's ranging from Liverpool to Kieran Tierney to Hector Bellerin, and definitely about Arsenal's pursuit for a new centre back. I will tell you everything about it, so keep watching the video till the end and make sure you subscribe and be a part of this community by subscribing and hitting that bell icon so you get notifications. And make sure after hitting the bell icon you get three options. Select all as an option. Well, we've received your request for the roast of the week. Yes, Unai Emery and his penchant for playing three central defensive midfielders have been selected for the roast of the week. So make no mistake, you will definitely get what you actually asked for or what you voted for. This Friday, you will get roast of the week. So make sure you actually subscribe and be a part of this exciting community. Right now, I'm building a community around Arsenal fans. So make sure you are in it. And let me take you to the first news of the day. The first news is Ray Parlour has actually spoken. He's trying to be a little bit of critical about Unai Emery. He says maybe Emery is looking at it, wanting a reaction, and he's not getting a reaction. So he's saying, I'm going to go with the youngsters instead. He's been brave by doing it because Ozil is a World Cup winner and he's on a massive contract at Arsenal. But he did probably need someone like Ozil last night against Manchester United to open the door for Aubameyang. He didn't get a lot of service, did he? Well, this is true. This is true. I think the attacking midfielders like Kevin De Bruyne, Mesut Ozil, they bring in a different level of gameplay all over again, and they just provide the service to the crosses to the central striker. So I think yes, not only Ozil, I think even from the width, we did not get service in that game, last game. Chambers, how many amount of crosses have you seen from Chambers, Kolasinac, or even Pepe for that matter, or even Bukayo Saka for that matter? So everything was tried right from direct play. We got the goal. So I think it was pretty much straight enough. The game was pretty much straight enough. I wanted a width, and that did not happen. So I think if Unai Emery settles that out and gets either Ceballos to play or Ozil to play, it makes much more sense in terms of whatever resources we have. Let's see if that's gonna happen or not. Moving on. Team news is, ladies and gentlemen, Kieran Tierney and Hector Bellerin are cleared to play for Standard Liège, and yes, that's the reason I think Lacazette. Well, it has been still considered that he's nursing an ankle injury, and October is his month return. And talking about Emil Smith Rowe, well, post the concussion, they will assess him and then take a decision. But I believe ESR will definitely come back for the Liverpool game, maybe. But let's see if that's going to happen or not. Moving on, Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen, I told you that they had made a bid of 60 million for Dayot Upamecano during the deadline days, like last 2 days of the transfer window. And we all know that Leipzig did not want to sell him, since that time his selling price, or rather the price on his release clause was 80 million pounds. But it turns out when 2020 sets in, Dayot Upamecano's release clause reduces to 60 million pounds, and then he could be sold off. So Leipzig want Dayot Upamecano to sign a new contract wherein they can remove that release clause, which makes sure that Arsenal can buy him at 60 million pounds in 2020. And most importantly, I think Leipzig will definitely try to get that achieved, because I think under Julian Nagelsmann, I think Upamecano is doing really good. Moving on, well, let's talk about it. Tottenham, there's a very funny image. Tottenham 2, Bayern München 7, and Aubameyang likes this image. See the image. Yes, Aubameyang and his notorious activities in Instagram continue. Moving on. Well, this is the biggest level of banter. This is the best time where you see all the ex-Arsenal players and the current Arsenal player bantering and destroying Tottenham in social media. You don't get to see that anytime. You don't get to see this often. Serge Gnabry posted this. North London is red. Chambers actually said he did 4-5 applause emojis, followed by Wozniak Szczesny, who said, "Get in, lad," to which Jack Wilshere, put 2 or 3 fire emojis, and oh my god, it was so great to see surging that powerhouse in North London. Well, moving on, the poll results are here, ladies and gentlemen. Ratings of the fans who voted for Arsenal versus Manchester United performance ratings. You can see Aubameyang winning the man of the match. Yeah. I hope you guys agree with that as well. Moving on, Kieran Tierney. Well, let's talk about it. Kieran Tierney, within the recent episode where they chat, Hector Bellerin and Kieran Tierney chat. You can see that in the Arsenal's official YouTube platform. Kieran Tierney on whether he would rather make a game-winning assist or a game-winning tackle. You know what the lad said? He said, "Just a tackle. It doesn't even need to be a game-winning one." He is itching to play on that left flank, and I really am itching to see him. Really, this is going to be a very, very great game. Moving on, Rob Holding. Well, he's posted this. What is better than one Rob Holding? For every Arsenal fan, two Rob Holdings. That's true. That's unbelievable if we have two Rob Holdings. Oh my god, it would have been so great, isn't it? Well, moving on with the banter. Unai Emery has spoken about Kieran Tierney and Hector Bellerin. About Kieran Tierney, he says, Thursday is a good opportunity again because he is ready to play. He didn't play in Manchester because he had a small problem. Not important, but the doctor told us that it's better for him to be here. As for Hector Bellerin, for tomorrow it depends on the training. Well, Unai Emery is pretty much clear. And to those fans who were still thinking about why didn't Kieran Tierney play? What happened to Kieran? He had a certain medical problem, and though it was not that much big, but still the doctor said let's not hurry it up. So I think I think we should not definitely impose our want. We should not impose any player to play straight away, or we should not force him to do that. It's the player's decision, and definitely the management's decision and the coach's decision. We waited till now. Let's wait for some more games. Well, I know it sucks, but still that's our best bet right now. Well, also Unai Emery has spoken this about Kieran Tierney. He says Kieran Tierney needs time, confidence, training, and playing. Tomorrow is a good opportunity. He is good, ready to play. He will take minutes and confidence. He will be able with us to show his progress. Well, I think Kieran Tierney is definitely going to start against Standard Liège, and I'm really really rooting for him. We need to destroy these Europa League competitions so that he needs to show how exactly he played for Celtic, and make the left flank his own. Well, as I had told you guys about Liverpool being, or they could be expelled from the EFL competitions because they fielded a player who was not registered, who was registered to go somewhere else, that was subject to clearance, but still they let him play, and they substituted him for Naby Keita in that game against MK Dons. Here is the official statement from the EFL. They said, following a comprehensive review of all the evidence, the board determined that it was not appropriate to expel the club from the competition because of a number of mitigating factors. EFL imposed a fine of £200,000 on the Champions League winners, of which £100,000 will be suspended until the end of 2020-2021 campaign. So they are going to divide it in 2 years' time. Liverpool have to pay this much amount of fine to field a non-registered player. As Arsenal fan, it's a sad news because obviously I was expecting Liverpool to be expelled out, but that has never happened. Probably in the recent past, it has never happened. There were teams who actually did some breaches and they were fined. That's it. So that's what they get. They get to earn a good amount of money. So £200,000 in 2 years' time. It's really great, isn't it, for EFL? Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope whatever news you were seeking for about Arsenal, you got it. And make sure you stand behind our boys because we are going to face Standard Liège. And you guys are definitely, I believe you guys are definitely behind Arsenal. Well, I will be, and I expect you to be as well. So, these were the news of the day. If you still haven't subscribed, be a part of this community. Subscribe and show your support to the Indian Gooner. Indian Gooner requires your support every time. So, I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.